Here's a look at today's headlines all across Houston. I'm Len Cannon. We're learning new details about shocking allegations against a man accused of breaking into a woman's apartment. Investigators say he made disturbing threats against the woman, saying he was going to kill and eat her. Matt Doherty, more on the case.
This is 37-year-old Ricky Olvera. He's charged with burglary of a habitation. Yesterday, prosecutors say he broke into a woman's apartment off of Tidwell Road. Court documents don't share what he allegedly tried to steal, but they do reveal frightening details. Olvera allegedly told the woman he was going to murder her, then have her for dinner.
That the defendant entered the complaining witness's residence without consent, then threatened to kill, cook, and eat the complaining witness.
After that, prosecutors say Olvera damaged the woman's television and her car, causing $1,300 in damage. The defense attorney said Olvera is from Houston and is an unemployed construction worker with 6 children. Despite a lengthy criminal past and a missed court appearance in the last 2 years, Olvera was granted bond. Prosecutors argued against it.
That setting bond at this level is inappropriate.
But the judge disagreed, setting Olvera's bond at $65,000.
That was Matt Doherty reporting. Now, if Olvera makes bail, he cannot go anywhere near the woman or contact her, and he's not allowed to have a gun either. Houston police looking for a person who fired several shots into a Southeast Houston home on McHenry Street early Monday morning. A woman who was inside sleeping was hit. Aniela Ruiz with the latest.
Tonight, a neighbor's camera caught the sound of bullets being shot into this home in Southeast Houston on McHenry Street. The noise so loud it woke up neighbors on this street.
I just heard gunfire, that was it, and I jumped up.
Police say the bullets were possibly targeted at this home.
Possibly a suspect vehicle came down the street here. Seemed like a circle back.
Inside the house was a family. The woman who was shot, a mother, possibly sleeping in her bedroom when she was injured.
Very dangerous, obviously. You know, bullets go inside windows and into the wall, and you don't know where they go. So, unfortunately, it's a very dangerous situation.
When we asked neighbors if it was common to hear gunshots,
No, not really, no. I mean, it's pretty relatively quiet.
police right now believe they're looking for one suspect.
We saw somebody on foot, so we're trying to identify, did he come out of that vehicle or not? And we're trying to identify that as we go today. So we're going to review the videos that we have, interview the witnesses that we have, and see if we can piece that together.
Aniela Ruiz reporting. Lots of parents relieved after a lockdown was lifted at Dobie High School in Southeast Houston Tuesday. Pasadena ISD says they got a report of a student with a gun on campus at about 7:30 Tuesday morning. After a 4-hour lockdown and sweep of every classroom, no weapon was found. Troy Kless looks into how the district handled this.
There were few ways to describe the mood outside Dobie High School.
Panicking, anxiety, scared.
After several parents got text messages Tuesday morning from their kids that the school was on lockdown.
The report was saying that there was a gun on campus. They haven't said anything. All they're asking for is patience for them to sweep every classroom to make sure that there's no weapon.
Pasadena ISD police and several local police agencies responded to campus as parents crowded outside the front door, waiting to learn what was going on from the school district. They say a student saw another student with a weapon.
So once we got the report from the student, we got the description of the potential suspect. Police and the campus administrators reviewed the security footage, located the student, immediately performed a search of that student, found nothing.
Officers then did a classroom by classroom sweep of the entire building. No weapons were found. No weapons were ever discharged or shown. The district sharing the timeline of when parents were notified of the lockdown.
I would say the first communication to parents probably went out 30-ish minutes after that.
The district says they understand the frustration and parents wanting more information, but they say all students and staff were safe, parents still feeling anxiety.
I guess only in America we get gun shootings and lockdowns for schools, you know, that kids are bringing guns to schools. And that only happens here in the United States.
That was Troy Kless reporting. A first-of-its-kind partnership bringing U of H downtown and Houston ISD together, allowing guaranteed college admission to certain HISD seniors. How about that? Gatira Winfrey was at UHD for the ceremonial signing of a partnership and explains how to qualify.
U of H Downtown says roughly 70% of the students enrolled here are first-generation college students. And if you have a GPA of 2.5 or higher, you can add to that number. The University of Houston Downtown and HISD says this partnership is ideal for students who may not have seen themselves as four-year university students, adding it will be an easy transition from high school to the smaller classroom settings found at U of H Downtown. The district says this partnership is another way to build on Houston's growing workforce by keeping Texans in Texas. Those who qualify will have their application fees waived and access to financial aid and scholarships.
When horizons open up like this, I think it's really important that students be able to take that opportunity and know that you don't have to be, a perfect A student. It's okay.
This program will keep Houston talent right here in Houston, where our students can learn, thrive, and ultimately contribute to the city they call home.
Students graduating from HISD this spring will be eligible to apply for fall admission. Representatives say they are hopeful other universities and districts will be able to use this model once it is refined. Reporting in downtown Houston, Katira Winfrey, KHOU 11 News.
To baseball now. Spring training continuing in West Palm Beach for the Astros. One player fans are hoping to see have a great season is pitcher Lance McCullers Jr. When healthy, we know he can be a difference maker. Jason Bristol spoke to McCullers about having a great season in this, the final year of his contract.
Lance McCullers Jr. says he feels great physically, but emotionally this spring carries a different perspective, and we could sense that.
If I am healthy and, if that's in the plan for me, I would love to keep playing baseball, but it's not like something for me where it's like it has to swing one way or the other, And so that's a good place to be.
McCullers is now 32, entering the final year of his contract. In the past 4 seasons, injuries have limited him to just about 100 innings total. Here's Lance throwing a bullpen session on Friday. So far, manager Joe Espada likes what he sees.
He's in a really good frame of mind, and I think that's what's so important. Him believing that he still has the stuff.
McCullers understands the reality of his situation. He may not be done with baseball, but baseball may ultimately decide when he is.
I would love to be good, not because I want to necessarily continue to play, but just because I would love to be good, for this organization, this fan base in my last year here.
And the reaction on social media to what Lance had to say, fans, for the most part, rooting and pulling for him, given how much of a struggle he's endured. In West Palm Beach, Jason Bristol, KHOU 11 News.
Pulling for Lance this year, pulling for Lance. That's a wrap of your Houston headlines. I'm Len Cannon.